Thanks for the PayPal donation, Alan Howell.
What's happening, people? I am back in the kitchen again, and today I've got something very special and very expensive. This fish and chips, you've seen the title and the thumbnail, is from Waitrose, and it is new. And let me tell you, without the meal deal, these fish pieces here, 2 haddock, £9.75. If you're following the Instagram, I did put a post on everything I've bought from Waitrose. We've got a few more coming up. We're really living the life of luxury here. I hope that this is delicious, because at £9.75, it's got to be, right? But it is in the Dine meal deal offer. So you can get one main, which the fish is, one side, and one dessert or starter. So I got fish, and obviously I'm having fish and chips. So we've got some triple cooked chips as well. And one of these desserts is already gone. That wasn't me. Or maybe it was. So I've actually already tried this. Basically because the girls don't like this dessert. So yeah, I've tried this raspberry panna cotta. But I'll try it again after I've had my fish and chips, and we'll give you guys a look at it. But for now, I'm going to start cooking this. I actually did think, you don't get any peas with it. I didn't really read the box when I bought it, which I don't normally. This says, ultimate bubbly beer battered haddock loins. Chunky haddock loins in crisp black sheep ale batter with minted pea sauce. So that's like peas, right? These posh places, they like, what do they do? They like blend the peas up, don't they, to make a pea puree, they normally call it, don't they? Chip shop style curry sauce and vinegar infused Cornish sea salt. So it's got it's got salt and vinegar on it. You're getting a portion of peas, pea puree, pea sauce, whatever you want to call it, and some curry sauce. I actually went down to B&M and bought a Harry Ramsden's tin of mushy peas because I didn't think I would have any mushy peas with it. And you can't have fish and chips without peas. And then we've got these triple cooked chips, which says lightly seasoned and basted with beef dripping. Crisp on the outside and fluffy on the inside. Right, I'm going to get this open and then we'll have a look at the boxes. Right, let's get this open, this box, see what we've got in here. Well, they've certainly got some size to them. They're very, very decent. They're nicely, look at that. Pretty big there. And you get your peas and your curry sauce, so obviously they're going to be microwavable. I am actually only having one today, which I don't think you'll be able to eat two anyway. It does serve two, this, remember, so actually it's probably not that bad, is it? Fish, chips, peas, curry, with a dessert. 12 quid, remember. Let's get these triple cooked chips out. So, they are as you expect, and not a lot of chips there. I'll be making all them chips, that's for certain. But I'll just make one fish. So, I'm going to cook them in the air fryer. So let's have a look at the boxes. So, in this pack, alongside the 2 big pieces of haddock, you also get a little tub of curry sauce, a little tub of mushy peas, or pea puree, pea sauce, whatever you want to call it. And then you get this Cornish sea salt company, sea salt and vinegar seasoning. So, I'm not sure how that's vinegar, but salt and vinegar seasoning. Is it going to be vinegar salt? Didn't know that existed. I'll probably be putting some actual vinegar on. And I'll definitely be mixing a little bit of vinegar in with this peas. Let's have a look at the box while this is cooking. 20 odd minutes, 25 minutes. And this one's interesting because it doesn't say anywhere that I can freeze it. But because of the date on it, I'm going to freeze the other one because the girls don't like fish. So, yeah, anyway, let's have a look at the boxes. Okay, so we're going to start with the fish. Oh, it says, I've read that out to you before, this is a traffic light system there. So, per half a pack, which is one fish portion, 491 calories. It has got the certified sustainable seafood. That's a mouthful, isn't it, that? And it does tell you to keep flat. I don't think they did that, so let's have a look at the back. Skinless and boneless haddock loins in a black sheep ale batter coating with a pot of minted pea sauce, a pot of mildly spiced curry sauce, and a sachet of sea salt and vinegar seasoning. And that is the ingredients there in full. So, 57% haddock, 10% minted pea sauce, 7% curry powder. You've got fish, barley, wheat as your allergens. You can see some white pepper in there. That's about it, really. 25 minutes to cook there. It's in the air fryer, and then you microwave the minted pea sauce and curry sauce for 1.5 minutes. You just pierce them, yeah. And it says produced for Waitrose with haddock caught using trawls, scenes, I'm not sure how to say that, or hooks and lines in Iceland grounds. So it's Icelandic haddock. And that is the nutritional information in more detail. And like I was saying there, I've frozen the other one, but I was looking for the suitable for freezing, but it doesn't seem to say it. It just says that. Keep refrigerated below 5 degrees once open, consume within 1 day. So I don't know. 614 grams. There is a little bit of there. So you got for the ultimate fish and chips, chunky Icelandic haddock loins cut from the most succulent part of the fish and dipped in crisp, bubbly batter made with black sheep ale for the true chip shop taste. Well, I'll be the judge of that. But it does look good, to be fair. And, bonus, it's new. Right, let's get on to the triple cooked chips. That is the traffic light system for the triple cooked chips there. 264 calories per half pack. So this fish and chips would be, if you're counting calories, you would be 491 and 264. So that's 691, 695, 755 calories for fish and chips. Without the, I'm turning the cooker on there. Without the dessert, of course. Right, let's have a look at this. Triple cooked potato chips with beef fat and batter. So, potato 89%, 6% beef fat. And then you've got yellow pea flour to give it that colour, of course. 400 grams. Didn't look like 400 grams, to be honest. It looked a bit like small. This one does say suitable for freezing, but it doesn't say it on the fish. They have to let me know in the comments if that fish is going to be safe to eat once I've frozen it. We will see. I'm sure it'll be fine. So that is the nutritional information in more detail. If you know what you're talking about there, I of course do not. These are chips out there. Triple cooked beef dripping chips. Can't beat it. Right. Okay, so the price of this was £12 in the deal, which actually saved me £6.40. The fish on its own, £9.75. The chips on their own, 400 grams of chips on their own, £3.90. And the desserts, £4.75. So that's £18.40. So this little deal that they do is definitely worth it. £6.40 saving. Now, I don't know if it's just me being a tight Yorkshireman, but I could never dream of going into a supermarket and seeing fish. Yes, it's haddock, and it's not like your white fish that you can get, and paying a tenner, £9.75, a tenner for some fish portions like this. I just don't envisage ever being able to. Don't mind if I had £1 billion, I still wouldn't be comfortable with doing that. But as a deal, I suppose all this for 12 quid ain't bad. What do you guys think? Obviously, I have tried probably every supermarket's fish and chips, and I've tried the budget ones. I've been to Iceland, I've done Asda's own brand. We're talking £1 for 2 fish portions. Yes, it's not haddock. Yes, it's not beer battered. But when you bang it in a slice of bread with some peas and curry, is it that much different? That's what you got to ask yourself. Right, 6 minutes left. I'll get it all served up onto a plate. We'll microwave these little pots and we'll go to the table and have a taste. So you guys have a look at this fish and chips. Okay, so what did you guys think to that? I'll be honest, it looks pretty good. The curry sauce probably needs stirring up a little bit here. Absolutely, that made it a lot better. And so does the pea. There's like tiny little peas in there, pea sauce. But first things first, we're going to get this Cornish sea salt on here. Oh, this is a bit. It's very, very thick. It's not sticking to it right well, but it is what it is. Right, we're not going to put the whole pack in because it's obviously made for 2 people. This, so we are going to start with the chips. Now, first thing I will say about these chips, the beef dripping. I actually took the rack off the air fryer, so it actually cooked in the bottom of the basket air fryer. So the beef dripping is actually on the chips. Sometimes if you cook them in the air fryer, the beef dripping will run through the rack on the bottom. So yeah, look at that. What do you think? They're all of pretty decent size, I'll be honest, and they all look quite thick. I have left half of them in there for Mrs. Dino when she gets home from work. So, wow, look in there. They do look pretty good. It does stay on the pack, fluffy on the inside and crunchy on the outside. Now Aldi do beef dripping chips as well in bags, and I think they're about $2.39, and they are really, really nice. Are these better? I think these are bigger, as in the chips are bigger. I don't think the portion's bigger. No, these are pretty good chips, to be honest. But £3.90 for 400 grams seems a lot. But they are seriously tasty. And what else is seriously good on here is this batter. Hopefully the mic is right here, so hopefully this will be picking up by the mic. But listen to this. That is one heck of a crispy batter. So let's cut into it. Let's have a look at this haddock loin. I mean, look at the batter crisping off there. Oh, man. I am not going to make the same mistake as I did with the fish cake and hold it over there and drop it. But nice white gold in there, haddock. But we're going to go for this batter first. I'm just going to try and get just the batter on its own. Oh, man. Oh. Normally, when I've had beer battered fish, now it's not normally this expensive. I've never been able to taste any of the ale or the beer. On this one, you've got a nice little subtle beer flavour on this beer batter. Surprised me that. It is so crispy, this batter. When it first came out of the air fryer, I thought I'd burnt it because it was so dark. I'm not used to seeing fish that dark, like batter. But you've got, oh, look at that. I mean, that's red hot. Look at the steam coming off that. Beautiful haddock loin. Nice, chunky, but also flaky. Hopefully this is absolutely delicious. Hot. This is some of the best fish and chips I've got from a supermarket. My issue is 2 of these fish fillets, which you've got to cook yourself, are £9.75. Right, let's try this pea sauce, pea puree, whatever you want to call it. It's not the same as mushy peas because there's no big mushy peas in there, but there is some like small, they look more like mini garden peas. That's not the normal flavour. I didn't put any vinegar in it because I want to taste it out without it, and it's the minted these. They're actually pretty nice. Oh man. Right, let's go for the curry as well. Wow, that's just like chip shop curry sauce. Get a chip in that. Now, I did make a grave error. I haven't waited for Mrs. Dina to come home, and she's bringing the bread home, so I've got no bread. But it won't do me any harm. This is actually okay on its own. It's absolutely delicious. Score-wise, oh, man, I can't get over the price. Okay, so it's obviously all about budget, isn't it? Because if you can afford this, it is very, very, very good. It's up there. It's probably the best fish and chips I've had from a supermarket. Now, that's obviously, but you're paying for it because you can go to Iceland and get a pound bag of chips and a pound fish portions. And then I think they do like curry sauce and mushy peas as well. Or is that Harry Ramsden's? I'm not sure, but you can basically get fish and chips twice for under £3. Now this is 12 quid, so it's 4 times the price. Is it 4 times the taste? You're obviously getting haddock over Alaska pollock or whatever it's called, whitefish. So there is a premium there. And it is absolutely delicious. The batter is unbelievable. The chips are nice and chunky. I can't fault this at all. Giving it a score purely on flavour and not on budget, I would go with a 10 out of 10. It is the best fish and chips I've had from the supermarket. But you've got to take into account the price. And Waitrose is not cheap. 12 quid is a deal. On its own, them 2 fish portions, £9.75. Like I said earlier in the video, I just don't ever envision me not being a factor in my head. I don't care if I've got £1 billion. Overall, though, it is tasty, so it's all about budget. If you can afford it, and 12 quid's nothing to you, crack on, enjoy it, because you will enjoy it if you like fish and chips. It's very, very, very tasty. But also, I mean, I don't know if it's just my upbringing or whatnot, but I don't mind the Alaska pollock, the fish and chips, the cheap fish and chips from the cheap supermarkets. I don't mind it. What do you guys think in the comments? Let me know. I'm going to finish this and then we'll get on to this raspberry panna cotta. Okay, so that got better and better as I ate that. It was absolutely fantastic. But the battery's running out on the camera, so I've got to quickly review this raspberry panna cotta here. It said made with fresh British cream and Madagascar vanilla, silky smooth, sweet and sharp. Now, like I say, I have had one. You get 2 in here. It's 67% whipping cream, 12% raspberry, sugar, raspberry puree, glucose syrup, pork gelatine, vanilla extract, and exhausted vanilla seeds. Right, on its own, £4.75 for 2. Obviously, that's not worth it, is it? I'm not really a dessert guy, but because it came in a meal and I didn't fancy the cheese and onion tarts as a starter, I thought I'll get something different. Comes in these little plastic pots, which you can would definitely be reusing. Like I say, it's a little bit of a raspberry compote at the top and then whipped cream. That's basically all it is, but look at that. I mean, it's nice, but it is just cream and raspberry. But yeah, it's nice, it's sweet, it's tangy. I've got nothing to compare it against because I've never had a panna cotta before. I just chose it randomly. I'd have preferred strawberry, not raspberry. But it is what it is. Out of 10, I give it an 8 out of 10. It's a decent dessert. I wouldn't pay $4.75 for 2 of them though. Need a whole cake for me for $4.75 or something. Right, thank you for watching this video. I have actually still got half the chips left, as this was a two-person portion, because I've got something for my tea, which you will not believe, and that is coming tomorrow. So make sure to subscribe. We're going to have the rest of them chips with something else. See if you can guess what it is in the comments. I mean, you might know if you've seen the Instagram. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
What's happening, people? Back in the kitchen again. Hope you're all fantastic. Would be special. Wouldn't buy that again.